She in my section drinking bottle saying fuck that nigga. He talking silly, let my shooter come and that's that nigga. If it was looking, wonder why she even come that nigga. Bitch, I can't fuck you. That pussy risky, but you ignoring it. That means you like a frisbee. Don't you ever call yourself trying to miss?
The city of Seattle known for coffee, grunge music, and, of course, rain. And we're definitely going to get a heavy dose of the last of those three here tonight as you look inside a wet and wild Lumen Field. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football. So are we as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Here comes Philip Dorsett now to return it. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. I'm not sure that you can say that the rain caused that interception, but look, it's clear that throwing the football is going to be tough in these conditions.
No doubt about it, and different quarterbacks handle it different ways. Some guys think the rain isn't a big deal, but wind affects them a little bit more. But you have to wonder, will these conditions hold scoring down? Are we going to have like a 9-6 type of a game? And then the pressure goes on the punters who often hold for field goal attempts. Can they handle the snap and get the ball down so they can kick it?
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11. Cousins gives way to Cook. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On third down, Cousins. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now fourth down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9.
Brings up second and 9 at the 4-yard line.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Open man is Jacob Hollister. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Penny, the first down carry. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They'll try and run for it with Penny.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They keep it with Penny on first down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. That's caught by Hollister. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, first down.
This was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open, just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. On second down, here's Penny. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Haven't met a defense coordinator yet. The thing second and two is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense partner.
Nice job holding to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on first down. On third down, Penny. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Give him 2 yards on that play. And this long drive is going to continue as they move the chains again. That's complete to DK Metcalf. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, you take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Cousins now to throw on first down. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
First down, Minnesota.
The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. We're scoreless after 1. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Cook following the penalty. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory.
Offensive lineman. Guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles, creates extra yards.
Now on second and 13. Cousins. Open here and field. 12 yards is the pickup there, and that'll bring up what looks to be a third and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. Touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson with his first career NFL touchdown, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And this carries into the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. 30. Still going.
Oh, yeah, that's how we do it.
And he will score.
Well, he made the right choice, but a little bit surprising, because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we are tied at 7. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 25-yard line.
To throw is Cousins. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down.
As the tight end position continues to grow in importance and gain respect, you understand even more why the Vikings selected Irv Smith out of Alabama in 2019 in the 2nd round. They already had a big-time tight end in Kyle Rudolph. But now with Smith, you diversify the offense. You've got 2 big targets who can go down the middle of the field and make big catches. Expect that trend to continue in 2020. The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, but I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A lost result there.
Cousins able to find Jefferson here complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there, first down. Play fake. Cousins. Into a double team and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. After the interception, here's Wilson. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's good. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case,
and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Jacob Hollister, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And his kick is right through. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived, as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And it's pretty evident when you watch how Minnesota plays, just how important Dalvin Cook is to their offense. 1,000-yard rusher a year before, the first one the Vikings had since Adrian Peterson was dominating their carries. And having Cook in the lineup for the bulk of the season, that made Minnesota exactly what their head coach Mike Zimmer wanted them to be. A much more physical team that complemented their defense.
A second down throw for Cousins. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. A first down throw for Cousins. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. And now it's second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On second down, Cousins again, setting up the screen for Cook. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They'll throw again. Cousins. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. 7 yards the pickup there.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
On second down, it's Cook, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So Cousins heads to the Vikings sideline, and on is Dan Bailey to try the field goal. And Bailey able to knock it through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Returnable for Dorsett. Got a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Their own 29-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So one play and they're already just shy of midfield. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Well, the second down throw on target. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd down.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Cousins on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down at a 21-yard gain. Now Cousins. Now they go screen. It's complete. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still ended up with a solid gain.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
If it was sunny, maybe this is a field goal attempt. But with the rain, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Running for it, here's Cook. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the gun, here's Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Justin Jefferson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And I'll tell you what a bird's eye view I've got here, because that was absolutely something else to watch. Not a lot of wiggle in that. That was catch it and go, and he used those wheels of his to absolute devastating effect.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Returnable for Dorsett. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. So that will push him back.
And now we know why I have a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Watch twitch.
Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. That's caught by Hollister. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
2 yards on the pickup.
From the 31, Wilson escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. 1 quarter remains here. On a Sunday night, you are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. Now Rashad Penny. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
4 at the 17-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. They set up the screen to Penny. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Jacob Hollister, the one he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd and goal. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Rashad Penny, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks have once again taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down.
And the running back position just continues to evolve from what I saw as a youngster when you just took the ball from the quarterback and ran as far as you could. Nowadays, you've got to be able to catch the ball as well. There were 15 running backs last season, partner, that ran for over 1,000 yards, but only 3 had 500 or more receiving yards as well. Leonard Fournette with Jacksonville, Christian McCaffrey, of course, with Carolina, and this guy right here, Dalvin Cook.
Not much there, only a yard. On 2nd and 9, Cousins eluding the pressure right. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Cousins again. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards, 1st down, Vikings. Now a run with Cook. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. And And now defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
The full start backs them up 5, first and 15. Again with Cook. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Bobby Wagner, the NFL's leading tackler in 2019, there on the stop.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On second and 13. Cousins. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On third down, Cousins. Flush to his right.
And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20. Back to the ground, Cook. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Again, it's Cook. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
They'll run with Cook. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
At the 9-yard line.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal. run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted.
It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick.
The Seahawks take over second and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
Second and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Again, it's Penny.
And he's got it past the 30
before he's hit and dropped. Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles. So the victory here for Seattle, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger, and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football, all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Seahawks, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.